Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with the last recording of the League of Explorers, a Hearthstone adventure. We have one last class challenge that we're gonna do. Always gonna skip the heroic, never worth my time. Perhaps that's why I don't get as much enjoyment uh, out of these adventure solo play modes as maybe other people, but I think if I ran a poll, I'd find that most people would prefer just more new cards over a solo adventure, because the solo adventures don't really add that much. So we're gonna play as the Mage, and we're playing against my most hated creature by far in this adventure, the Steel Sentinel. If we win, we will get the animated armor, which your hero can only take 1 damage at a time. This in particular is a card that is way too overpowered and shouldn't be in the Mage class. Even this should actually be a rogue, not a rogue, but a warlock class card, because that would make so much more sense than a warlock, is if we played as if you could only take 1 damage at a time. Let's just hop into this. This may take a while. Now, this is time in the game is going to give us the cards to play with. So we don't have to worry about figuring out a strategy ourselves to defeat this passive ability. We just have to figure out whatever strategy they're telling us to play. Whenever you cast 1 mana spell, add a 1 random mech. Why is it giving us all these mechs? This makes no sense. So he only takes 1 damage at a time.
Cost me months in Blackrock sifting through dragon dung.
The light protects me.
He's gonna play a lot of taunts, a lot of divine shields, and he is going to play 2 particular weapons twice. He will play a 5/2 weapon, and he will play a 5 weapon that gives +1/+1 to every creature.
I dispatch the animated swords in the East Hall. Lys, whom shall I aid?
Get to Reno in the main storeroom. He's surrounded by boombots.
Boombots. So I want to hit this guy in the face first before I do this. I want him to hit this, then this, then this. Didn't quite go the way I planned, but that's good enough. One of the few tricks that I figured out here is you do want to end up with a lot of creatures on the field if you can. Right now, I can't. Death threat will give each player a spare part. Let's do this and this, and just keep the pressure on, doing damage to the face. I had to play this guy so much, I basically do know.
You all seem busy. I'll just help myself to this lovely brooch.
So if I can get a mech on the field and then play this, that would be great. But better yet, I will just play this right now. So this is just, I want them to all go here, and each one will count as 1 damage since it's a separate move. I had this Mad Bomber did work pretty well against him.
Made to fit.
Grim Patron with Mad Bomber kind of works too. Right. Can I get a mech on the field? Yes, I can. I want to kill this guy that gives him 1 armor and kill this guy. And then end the turn.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
He's animating the library books. I'll handle the flying hammers in the Lordaeron exhibit.
Let's try this one. Well, that worked a little too well. Let's see if I give him +1 health. Who do I want to give +1 health to? This guy? Maybe?
Job's done.
I guess. Might as well.
Northrend.
Death Rattle give each player a. Give me a spell. Let's play this character.
I got it.
Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Deal 4 damage. I'm gonna take this and then take this. Take this and take that.
Job's done. I am undefeated.
Made to fit.
Let's go ahead and attack this guy. I could attack with this. What do I want to do? Let's draw 2 cards. There we go. Mechs cost 1 less.
Portals online.
There we go. Play that for free.
Ready.
Play that. And play that. And then take him out there. I guess that's what I want to do.
For the crusade!
Randomly split between all other characters. How do we want to do this? Let's go ahead and freeze this character. And then kill this character. Give a minion taunt. Play this. Attack here. Attack here. Play this. Don't kill my characters, kill the other guy. Whatever.
Job's done.
That's all I can do. But he's out of cards. And he's gonna stay frozen, so he can't use that. There we go, another one of those.
Portals online.
Doesn't double up because it says your mechs cost 1 less. Oh, it does double up. Ooh, I did not realize that. Pound this guy in the face. It is just 1 damage we're doing, but since I've got 6 characters now on the field, it's gonna kill the guy with taunt. That sucks. If you have a mech, play this and add a spare part. Return the friendly minion to your hand. Let's see. What would I want to do with that? Return the friendly minion to your hand? I don't think I want to do that. End the turn.
Not on my watch.
You know what would be really funny is if they had a character come out that they created called something the friendly, for instance, like Ted the Friendly, and then it just said this guy is considered a friendly minion at all times, regardless of which side. That would be kind of hilarious. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this guy and then play this. The reason being, that's a spell, which will do that. I will play him again. Now then I'm gonna attack this guy. And then return this. Again, because it's a spell. And then summon him. And then I'm gonna hit him in the face for 1. Attack him in the face for 1. Attack him in the face for another 1. Now I'm down to 1. So, final attack, and we win. So, I'm glad that the class challenge against this guy wasn't as difficult as the regular fight. But they really had to give you just the craziest random assortment of cards to really get that to work. To get lucky enough to win. Maybe I was not thinking of it right. Maybe it's my fault. I don't know. But I think it's kind of appropriate that we end fighting the Steel Sentinel, because the Steel Sentinel is really the main thing about the League of Explorers that just says, no, it's probably not worth your time. If you've got the gold like me, which took me a lot of Hearthstone playing to get, by the way, maybe get this expansion just so you have the cards, but I can't really say most people should play it. Not after how difficult that was and all the cards we got. We can come over here. If you don't know how to find the cards, click over here in your collection to League of Explorers. We can go into crafting mode if you want to. It's not going to show anything because all of them are soul bound. So you have to include the uncraftable cards to see them. You can see that in this expansion we got 3 of every card for each class, and then we got several cards in that are non-neutral cards that you can use in any deck. But some of these cards are kind of powerful. Like, double all damage dealt to your hero. Why would you play that card? I don't know, but that is kind of crazy that it exists. But then a lot of these cards don't make a lot of sense either. Here's one that's interesting. Can only attack if it's the only one on the battlefield, which means on both sides. That's a little weird, but it's kind of cool how powerful it is. And then I don't know what powerful artifacts are going to be available, so I don't know if Archthief Rapham is any good. I don't know what the curse of the map to the golden monkey is, so I don't know what it does. Ooh, eerie statue. This is a Doctor Who reference, I just have realized. You can only it can only move when nobody is looking at it, basically. They're even doing the don't blink, don't turn your back, don't look away, and don't blink. Doctor Who. So that's kind of cool. But in general, I'm not sure these cards are gonna, how many of those are gonna end up in my decks. That's something I'm going to eventually get around to doing, and I probably will record it, but maybe not anytime soon. But I do need to rebuild my decks now that all of these cards have come out. Anyways, that's it for the League of Explorers. No more playing it for me. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.